All right, people, this is it. Count Red Hastings, 1957, 70,000 Mark 6 tenor, fully restored. It was a careful and big job. It came out amazing. This horn is like, well, I don't want to let it go now. Now I'm just can't put it down. I didn't think I'd go back to playing a 70,000. I used to play these earlier ones myself. I didn't think I'd go back to that, and then this thing happened, and quite a horn. So I figured, I thought about it, and I figured, you know, Count Red Hastings was playing with Louis Jordan, and all things considered, I mean, he had a good career, and he was kind of a known player with a presence, and he was there's old photos in the packet there. You know, there's all the on that horn. There's like he's got all his handwritten sheet music and promotional photos and some old records and business cards and even a repair receipt signed by Louis Jordan, having his Louis Jordan had his horn repaired. All kind of stuff. It's a very interesting time capsule. But I figured, you know, a guy like this who was kind of on the big time, he was playing a con. There's old pictures of him playing a con, and when it was time for him to buy a new horn, you know, in 1957, he bought this 57 or 58. It's made in 57. It could have been sold in 57 or 58. So when he was, you know, going to go buy a Selmer, a guy like that, he wouldn't have just gone in and bought a horn. He would have gone to the shop and played everything they had and chose the best one. In New York in 1957 or 58, those shops would have had a lot of horns. So he probably went in there and he had his run of the place, and he tried everything, and he chose this. And he's not just some guy, you know, choosing a horn. This is a real top player, you know, with the, you know, recording contracts and everything. And he knew how to choose a horn. He was a loud player. He played a Berg Larsen most of the time anyway. And it was jump blues. It was loud, required power. He knew how to choose a horn, man. That's all I can say. I played a lot of 5-digit Mark 6s, and this is unique. So he went in there and he picked the cream of the crop for his purposes. Maybe for something that played with power. This is very unique. So 70,000s, you never know. They could be, you know, they could be really centered. They could be more spread. They could be kind of dark. They could be kind of bright. It's just like it's sort of an experimental period. You don't really know exactly what you're going to get. Although I have to say I had a 71,000 that was also really focused. This one is very focused, very centered, very focused. I mean, it has a spread when you work on it, but it's like a really strong centered core, which is I don't know. It's a little unusual, maybe. Maybe it's specific to the early 70,000s, or maybe it's just this horn. I had another, as I said, I had a 71, which was kind of like that. And anyway, this it's got this thing where immediately when you play it, the first layer of sound you get out of the note is bright, aggressive edge, and then below that is a dark core that has it's like makes you work for it. It has a little bit of resistance. It's not a stuffy horn. It's like a powerful horn. So you first get this edge, even if you blow easy, but then you work, and there's this heavy, substantial core to the sound that you push, and then the thing just blasts and it gets even edgier. It's just an interesting combination of sort of visceral feelings when you play it. It's very unusual. I have not ever played another Selmer tenor like this one. That you know, I've played many good ones, and I have good ones or great ones. This is just a unique creature. I don't even know how to explain it. It's not something. It's not something that's particularly repeatable. I haven't seen it too much in other horns. Some have come close. I mean, I sort of recognize it, but this has the extreme of that sort of immediate edge. Much brighter and more aggressive than I expected to be. I thought, okay, 70,000 5-digit, you know, maybe could be a bit darker, sort of a warm old dark vintage sound. No, this thing is just edgy and it's angry, just really a ripper. So no wonder a guy who was kind of big in the jump blues scene would have chose it. Anyway, shocking to me, extremely fun. And I'm going to play it with a a straight signature hard rubber Florida Link. All right, and there she blows. It's got a lot of guts. This one has a lot of guts. This reed is not going to do that. This reed is not going to do this. It's a powerful reed, but it won't split well. Won't split. It's a self-centered reed, stubborn reed. There it is. Count Red Hastings, 1957.